Good afternoon, everyone. I am Rhea Jamaica Aspersaurus, and I will be the first reporter from Group 2. So, teacher's role in promoting book knowledge is my topic. So, at the end of this lesson, I will be able to explain the following: functions of print, forms of print, conventions of print. But first, let's define what is print knowledge. So, what is print knowledge? Print knowledge includes letter names, ability to recognize and say the names of letters, letter sound, knowing the sound a letter represent, and concepts of print, understanding how print works. So it is all about alphabetical letters that every children should know. Next, children with print awareness can begin to understand the written language is related to oral language. They see that like spoken language, printed language carries messages and is a source of both enjoyment and information. Children who lack print awareness are unlikely to become successful readers. Indeed, children's performance on print awareness task is very reliable predictor of their future reading achievement. So next, we have the function of print. So print awareness is a child's earliest introduction to literacy. Children with print awareness understand that print has different functions depending on the context in which it appears. For example, menus list food choices. A book tells a story. A sign can announce a favorite restaurant or warn of danger. Understanding that print is organized in a particular way, for example, knowing that print is read from left to right and top to bottom. It is knowing that words consist of letters and that spaces appear between words. So let's go on to forms of print. There are lots of different forms of print that can be found in school, but I'll just give three. First, we have books. Second, cards. Third, bulletin boards. So child's print awareness develops when those close to him point out letters and words and text found in the child's environment. It develops through playing word games when you turn the page of a book and when you run your finger under a line of text as you read. Most children become aware of print long before they enter school. They see print all around them on signs and billboards, in alphabetical books and storybooks, and in labels, magazine, and newspapers. So let's go on now to the convention of print. Knowing that print or words has meaning, including noticing print around them in the environment, like poster and street signs, and understanding how to handle the conventions for reading a book. We can often assume that all young children are pre-readers, as not always young children will develop print awareness naturally. But however, research suggests that 95% of their visual attention is directed towards pictures, which in themselves hold a great deal of meaning and often tell the story very effectively. So pictures or illustration in storybooks and pure picture books are powerful ways to engage children and adults with books, storytelling, and reading. This is not to say that pictures are any easy way to interpret a storyline, as they can hold a great deal of meaning, from simple obvious interpretation to more sophisticated symbolic representation. Young children and pre-readers need opportunities to explore print and be helped to understand that the written word has meaning. Once they start to see print, they will begin to notice it everywhere, not just in books but on posters, food packets, menus, and street signs. So again, we can often assume that a child or pre-reader knows how to handle a book. However, this is not always the case and can be due to a lack of experience with books or different cultural reading conventions. So it is important to check and teach this reading convention for reading English. First, we have a front cover opens to the left and we read it from the front to back. Second, print on a page is read left to right. Lastly, usually print is read from the top of the page across and down. This may differ slightly in some children's books. As part of this learning, they begin to develop the very important concept of word, that meaning is conveyed through words, that printed words are separated by spaces, and that some words in print look longer because they have more letters than other words. So I hope you learned something from my discussion. Thank you for listening.